Here at QuipuTV, the entire team are all cricket enthusiasts, and every lunch break we're going to be testing our skills against each other and against some of the best technology cricket has to offer. I'm joined here by Neil Fairbairn from Pitchvision. Welcome, Neil.
Thank you.
Tell me first of all, what is Pitchvision?
Essentially, Pitchvision is a brand new state-of-the-art motion capturing system, so designed to be used by the masses, but bringing that kind of real-life TV feedback that often people in their own backyards get to see, bringing that into their own training environment.
So it's bringing television technology and feedback about bowling, about batting,
and
about
fielding.
line and length and fielding.
Absolutely.
Into people's homes.
Absolutely, yes. So essentially we've got a few different systems that we can potentially sell to an end user. A bowling system, a batting system and a fielding system, all designed to filter from grassroots level all the way up to the top of the game.
Okay, well I'm going to be trying this out in a second, but first of all, why don't we take a walk down the wicket and you can explain
Sure.
a bit about what we've got here. So the first thing we've got here is what I'm presuming is a laser to mark the crease, is that right?
That's correct, yeah. We've got a light beam sensor which initially picks up the front foot of the player bowling. So this starts the system and acts as a mechanism for us to then continue capturing data as the delivery is impacted on the pitch and finally on the back wall.
Okay, and also will tell you if it is a no ball.
Yep, often a classic kind of misdemeanor in amateur training is bowlers bowling no balls, which can often get carried into the live game. So what with the advent of 2020 cricket, it's even more important now to avoid that. So yes, at the start of the delivery, no balls, and also the depth and use of the crease, so for a spinner to maybe look at his variation there.
Sure. Okay, well let's take a walk down and you can tell me about the rest of the technology. So this is the Pitchvision match which records the impact of the ball on the ground. Tell me about the variations here. What can this mat tell us about the ball that's been delivered?
So this is, yeah, like you said, this is the core component, and much like a coach would often put down a number of cones or blankets, we've gone one step further and we're providing a full electronic blanket of data here. So straight away the impact of the ball provides line, length, any deviation which took place, and also pace, which of course is every bowler's premium kind of outcome, is they want to know how fast they bowl. So providing that kind of data again to grassroots level players is pretty useful.
Okay, so this obviously is coming about 10 metres back, would you say, the length of the mat?
Yeah, the actual mat is 8 metres long.
Okay, tell us a bit about bowling lengths. I mean, for the bowlers that we're watching this weekend, the England bowlers and the associate bowlers like Lloyd Rankin, what's a good length for them on this mat? What's a full length, what's a short length?
Probably anywhere between 5 to 7 metres would be their stock delivery. Anything shorter of that is obviously going to be a short ball, and then they're probably going to be looking to bowl a Yorker right up in the block hole, which is going to be looking to hit the batsman's feet. So probably about 1 metre out from the stumps. Anything fuller than that is going to be a full toss. So around 5 to 7 metres, and then depending on what they're trying to do with that particular delivery and also the style of bowler, a spinner is going to be a little bit fuller for his stock delivery, and also depending on how much air he's trying to give the ball.
Okay, but as you said, this is for the masses. I am the masses, an amateur club cricketer. For me, bowling at a much slower pace, what would be a good length delivery? What should I be aiming for on this mat?
Anywhere between 4 and 6 metres, that's your kind of ballpark to be able to be consistent in there. In amateur cricket, it's going to give you a good chance of getting a few wickets.
So that's about where we're standing now, yeah? 4 to 6 metres.
The corridor of uncertainty.
Okay, the pantry of pandemonium, we call it.
I like it.
And this screen at the back here, obviously electronic again with sensors, and monitors any deviation in the path of the ball.
Yeah, the sensor at the back just gives us a final destination for the ball hitting the back wall there, and gives us a point past the stumps. So really good for a bowler's cluster. You'll often see the beehive kind of feedback on the television. That's really good objectively for a bowler to see that at the end of a session. It shows them exactly what kind of line he's been bowling. This will also allow us to get a deviation reading. So for a spinner especially, to see what kind of pace is their stock delivery, and also the trajectory to optimise their spin potential.
Okay, well we'll see if it's something that I'm going to want to look at, because I'm about to have a go of it. Let's go back and get some cricket balls. We've got our cricket balls, time for my over, and then afterwards you can give me your expert analysis.
Let's do it.
All right. Okay. Ball number 2. Ball number 4. Ball number 5. Shambles. Ball 6. Neil, you can tell from the sweat in my brow that I'm quite unfit after the Christmas period. I think it's fair to say that was a mixed bag.
Well, I told you to bring your heart, and you've got a lot of heart. It's all a little bit too full, though. We can see here. We emphasise the fact that the amateur bowler typically would bowl a little bit fuller than the professionals, and you can see the cluster here. It's just a little bit too full, so that's going to be very drivable for a player, and also a couple of full tosses thrown in there. But
I think the full tosses were so wide that I'm sure any batsman in their right mind would have gone chasing after them. So I'm not too worried about that. There were a couple of good balls in there, though, weren't there?
A couple of good balls. We've got a wicket ball here, which you can see hit the face of off stump, and either side of leg and off stump. And the cluster actually isn't too bad. Just a couple that are straight down the leg side, but all in all, it's generally quite straight. On the pace side of things, fastest delivery was 51 miles per hour. Slowest was 36. So you've got an average of around 40 miles an hour there, so it's not too bad.
I'm going to take a guess and say that the widest of those deliveries was also the fastest, and the most accurate was probably the slowest. I think I might have been overcompensating.
That's normally the case.
Thanks for taking the time with me today, Neil. It remains to be seen how the rest of the QuipuTV team get on over the remainder of the weekend.